Hey, what's going on? My name is Felander, and this is my honest review of the Amazon Prime film called G20. Hey, what's going on? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever place in the world you are, whatever time zone you're in. Hopefully, y'all are having a great, prosperous, and productive day. Shout out to the villains, of course, man. It's a new day. Why not make it better than yesterday? Okay, so let's get right into it. This is my review of the Amazon Prime film starring Viola Davis called G20. Here we go. Okay, so G20 is an original Amazon Prime film that stars the incredible Viola Davis, who plays the President of the United States, who attends the G20 summit. And during the time that she attends the G20 summit, it gets ambushed by an Australian operative and his mercenaries to try to take everybody's currency and have it on his cryptocurrency wallet. And it goes down a crazy turn of events. And what makes it also so interesting is that the G20 summit is a real thing. And the G20 summit, if for those of you who don't know, is an international summit of world leaders from like 20 countries. And they come together to discuss economic and financial things and hopefully can cooperate at some point. But let's get into my review. So let's first start with the incredible, incomparable, and super talented Viola Davis, who I love. And for those of you who don't know, Viola Davis plays the President of the United States in the film Danielle Sutton. So President Danielle Sutton of the United States. And she is also a military veteran. So imagine this, man. Like if President Barack Obama also had military training, America would be unstoppable. Like legitimately be unstoppable. Okay, so I'm back. Okay, so Viola Davis is an award-winning, super talented actress who has won Emmy, Grammy, Tony, Oscar, Golden Globe, a BET Awards, NAACP Award, you name it, she's probably won that in acting. Everything that she does, everything that she touches, it kind of just moves the culture forward. Black culture specifically. I'm black, by the way, if you can't tell. But everything is just very intentional. And she also is one of the producers on this film, which I love. And Viola Davis is very essential when it comes to getting the story told, getting the job done. And I don't know her personally, but she seems very down to earth, very about her business. And I've basically seen her in almost every kind of genre. We have the action, we have the drama, we have, love, I guess. But what I do want to also see her in is a comedy. Like maybe there are comedies out there with her in it, but I'm not aware of it. But I would love to see her as someone in the comedy realm to add to her resume. Her resume is already long, but I want to see some more. You know what I'm saying? I am just always so blown away because she never misses. Like, well, except that one time. There are men with guns outside our. I mean, that's neither here nor there. We're not going to discuss that. But imagine this. We say that one thing was a miss, but she's done like 100 things. So 1 out of 100, that's 99%. So like, are we really caring about that one thing? But I love me some Viola Davis, and she does such a great job of making us believe that she is the president, making us believe that she is a military veteran, also making us believe that she is a parent. Honestly, in the show, she has a daughter, she has a son, she seems like a good wife. In the show as well, in the film as well. So I just think she did such a great job, and I'm so happy that she gets another go at action film. She did The Woman King, and she did some other things, but this is really setting her up into a new trajectory of things. Maybe eventually from these types of things, she goes into a franchise, like an action franchise, or I don't know. I just love Viola Davis, and I think that she did another great job. So kudos to her. Okay, so now we move on to Derek Sutton, who is the first gentleman of the United States, aka the husband to the president, Danielle Sutton. And this character is played by Anthony Anderson, who is known for a lot of different things, but I particularly know him from comedy and sitcom and stuff like that. He definitely played on Blackish. That's what most people in most recent times would know him from, but I know him from a lot of other things. But comedy is where he started, from what I know. And he's not as important to the storyline, like his character is not like where Viola Davis's character is, but it's a supporting role. So, anybody standing next to Viola Davis, it's a win. So kudos to Anthony Anderson. I thought he was believable in it as well. So period. Come on. Okay, so now we move on to Serena. Serena Sutton is Danielle and Derek's daughter, who is one of the kids of the first family, and that is played by Marseille Martin, who also played with Anthony Anderson as his daughter in the show Blackish that I was just talking about. And Marseille is, wow, she is really, I don't know who's in charge. I think her family is in charge of like her management and stuff like that. But Marseille is really that girl. Like, you got the Keke Palmers, the Raven Simones. You got Marseille, who's really just in a lane of her own. When you think about child stars growing and developing into young adults and stuff like that, she really is moving in a way that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So her character is a tech-savvy daughter. She's a tech-savvy daughter, and she's the MVP. I'll say she's the MVP of the film, like she really comes in at a clutch. When kids and teenagers are rebellious and stuff like that, but you don't understand the magnitude or the intelligence of what they really are doing, she comes in clutch that way. So I really loved her character. It was believable. And I just love her. I just really love Marseille's just her career. I love where it's going, man. So I hope that she keeps going. She can do all the things. And if you don't know, Marseille is the youngest producer of a film, like youngest executive producer of a film. And that film was called Little, when she was like 13 years old. So don't play with her. Come on, Marseille. Yeah. Okay, so now let's also talk about another person who comes in clutch, who is Manny Ruiz, who is the president's right hand in security. Like he's the protector of her, and he's played by Ramon Rodriguez. And this man's character is so fun and comes in at the right time. So like it's really, really cool to see how his character, plays into the storyline and shifts and moves in a way that kind of catches me off guard in moments. But like it's a Secret Service agent who is in charge of protecting the president of the United States. So like we know that what they came to do. They put their lives on the line to be able to do all the things. So his character is the thing. So congratulations, Ramon Rodriguez. Okay, so now we talk about the Australian who just adds so much chaos to the show, to the film. His character is named Edward Rutledge, and it's played by Anthony Starr, and it's just a very believable performance. And I thought that everyone in this film played such a believable role. And when I tell you, it gave pew pew, it gave all the things. He would stop at nothing to get what he came there for, which is the cryptocurrency wallet from all the world leaders that he just ambushed at the G20 summit. And I was like, you know what? You bad, but You ain't better than the president. You ain't better than her right hand man. You ain't better than the daughter. You know what I'm talking about? So, like you tried it, but you know, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So you know that's the battle of good and evil. Okay, so my final thoughts on the film. I thought that the film was really, really good. I think you all should see it. I think that it had a lot of action. It had some thriller moments. It had some plot twists. It had a lot of different things. And it also makes you think about what's possible even now, even though it's a film, a movie that's supposed to be fiction. It's still a possibility. Anything that you see on film is possible in the real world. And we talk about the G20 summit that's actually placed in the film in South Africa. It actually will be in South Africa this year as well. So it's so many things that can happen in the world. So, you know, just be mindful, be cautious, and don't just take this as fiction, because everything is possible. But one thing that I can say is that this film really ate. It really did its big one. And I'm so happy for Viola Davis to have another film on her resume, and an actual good film on her resume, because she doesn't miss. Only downside that I can say with the film is that in the last 5 minutes, I liked everything except the last 5 minutes of the film. And I was just like, come on. So now I want to hear from you. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Was Viola Davis all the things that you thought she would be in the film? Did Marseille come in clutch? Did you like the protagonist of the film? But if so, I need you to let me know in the comment section, which means you have to type. You have to push send. Have to let me know. Comment, subscribe, like, share, watch my other videos, because I'm here, man. So until next time, I hope you have a great day. My name is Felander. Make today better than yesterday. Peace.